Welcome back to the Sanctuary, Final Fantasy XIV Dawntrail, and the Tank Roll questline. Chris Valentine here. Last episode, we made our way from Tuliolal to meet with a man named Tentoawa, who is in pursuit of the thief of the Cradle of the Narwhal, his tribe's sacred treasure. Our search has led us to Ishgard, and the investigation has yielded, so far, only a name. Leofine, a former knight of Ishgard, whose reputation is not what it seems for being a knight of Ishgard. Thankfully, we have the Temple Knights on our side, and they are pursuing leads even as we speak. For now, though, before we get on to our next quest, we have to spin the Wheel of Tanks. Last time it landed on Warrior. Let's see what it lands on tonight. Oh yeah, baby. Gunbreaker all the way. We use this for our job. We use this as the main job for our initial run on the main scenario, and even now this gear looks good. I may make some modifications here and there, namely to the gloves, but honestly the only gripe I have are, you know, the blinder and the look of the new gun blade. Other than that, everything else looks good, though the seams in the pants look kind of tacky, and I may change those to the old Shadowbringers pants. But for now, we got work to do. Oh, whoops, I forgot to turn off the wheel. So yeah, here is the gear again. Like I said, only gripes I have are the blinder and the gun blade. I need to make sure I turn off the wheel next time. But anyway, enough about that. Let's get on with our next quest in the series, the level 92 quest, Sleepless in Ishgard. There you are, Chris. I've been walking Ishgard streets whenever I've been able, and I've taken to searching for any sleeping people. You'll see, the land I'm from isn't much warmer than this, and people know not to tempt fate by dozing off in the open air. Even those blind with drink manage to find their way home somehow. I figure the only force powerful enough to overcome that instinct for self-preservation would be the cradle, so if we find a sleeper exposed to the elements, we may very well discover Leofine nearby. I can't imagine she brought it all this way just to remain idle. It's a tedious prospect, but we need to scour every back alley and shadowed walkway before anyone catches something much worse than their cold. Master Valentine! Master Tentoawa! I bring good tidings! The Temple Knights wasted no time in distributing handbills across Ishgard containing Leofine's description. These efforts have already borne fruit, but we recently received a report of someone matching her features being sighted. Really? Where? He was sighted near Camp Dragonhead by a patrolling sentry. He described a woman with red hair and a distinct scar on her forehead. The outpost can be reached by passing through the Gates of Judgment and heading east. Once there, speak with Sir Eugenois for the full report. I knew she'd show herself. Let's hurry, Chris. All right, before we do, I'm gonna make a quick little modification. Where is it? Oh, right. I did not make a glamour plate for Gunbreaker because I forgot about it. Well, not that I forgot about it, but you only get 20 right, so all I really need to do is glamour to... You know what, we're gonna waste a couple of minutes to hop into an inn and move some stuff around. Sorry, peeps, gonna pad out this episode a tiny bit. I'm gonna need my mouse because... just so I can make this quick. All right. Bastion, Bastion, and Bastion. Save. Yes. And then this will be my... Where's Foe Rider? Glyphic, Roseblood. Where the fuck are my Foe Rider? Oh, there they are. Over. Yeah, that's all Machinist. Foe Rider. Foe Rider. Save. Wait. Oh, right. Vigil eye patch. Save. Yes. This one will be my samurai. So define hero. Heaven's Turn. Kote, where are you? I know I put it down. There it is. Heaven's Turn. Molybdenum arm guards. Heaven's Turn Haidate. Where's Choka number 55? No, I don't want the Sunyate. There it is. Choka number 55. Boom. Samurai. Then my red mage glam. Keep the eye patch, but move Roseblood. 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 And oh yeah, did I mention Roseblood? Save and yes. And this will be my blue mage glam. I am so fucking dumb. I just wrecked that so royally. This is why I don't do any... This is why I need to stop, you know, forgetting about certain things. Save. Oh, yeah. They need to make a proper eye patch for mages. Oh, wait. I keep forgetting what order I had this in. It was Machinist. Okay, Samurai was next. Machinist. So, eye patch Divine Hero. Heaven's Turn Dormammu. Molybdenum arm guards are striking. Heaven's Turn Haidate. Choka number 55. Save. Yes. And after that was Red Mage, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Save. Yes. After that was Gunbreaker. So I just wasted all that time for nothing. I'm an idiot. Oh, my blue mage glam. Almost forgot about that. I just fucked up my blue mage glam too. This one. All right. Phantasmal robe, phantasmal gloves, phantasmal slacks, and phantasmal shoes. Save and yes, close. All right, let's try this again. Character, glamour plate number 15. That's better. Let's head to Camp Dragonhead. Can't believe I derped like that. Anyway, Eugenois.
I was informed you were on your way. This is concerning the report by one of our sentries, yes? He sighted a woman matching the description in the handbill sent by the congregation. He was heading south along the footpath, but that is all we know. Yes? Is it you, Genois? What? Hold fast! I shall send aid at once!
What happened?
A shipment of supplies was waylaid by monstrous beasts. A contingent of temple knights should have been protecting it, but something is amiss.
They need our help.
We would be in your debt. The shipment was attacked on the road west of the observatorium. I shall muster more knights. Please, go find my men before any lives are lost.
Let's fly. How far are we headed here? There we are. Tentoawa? They should be close, right? I'll search the other side of the river. Chris, you search further down the road. And keep your weapon at the ready. Oh, fate. I was like, why did they spawn up all of a sudden? There's the carriage. That takes care of that. I really love that they lowered the cartridge cost on Double Down. Seriously. You saved us. You're almost... Speaking too soon. You won't be feasting today! Not a moment too soon. The wide eye watches eternal. And eternal is asleep it bestows. We were too late. No, they're not. Ah, just look, they're asleep is all. Good. Good. Our trusty chocobo suddenly became unsure on her feet and the wagon toppled onto the side of the road. There was nothing for it but to fix the damage on the spot. The temple knights went to secure the area, but before I knew it, each and every one of them had fallen asleep where they were standing. Then the beast attack. It was just me before those snarling fangs. Time to wake up. Sleep here any longer and the god will have you.
What happened? We fell asleep, but we were patrolling. You must be mistaken. Temple Knight would never shirk his duty so.
Are you calling me a liar? I saw you fall over on your ass with my own eyes. If not for Sir Eugenwar's quick response and the bravery of these warriors, we would all be food for the vultures by now. The congregation will hear of this dereliction of duty, you can be sure. Now, hold on just a moment. They aren't the ones to blame. A sacred relic of my people was stolen and... Now is not the time. Sorry, forget I said anything. Whatever dizziness overtook the chocobo seemed to have passed, so I'll resume my journey once the carriage is repaired. Assuming my guards are quite refreshed, I believe we can make it on our own. Please, return to Camp Dragonhead and warm yourselves. It's no coincidence that the giant birds and the two guards took leave of their senses around the same time. This is the work of the Cradle. But even if Leofine was here, she is no longer. Let us return to the city and consider our next steps. Alright, back to Ishgard. So lame that, you know, that happens. Burma Bear. We have received the report of the incident near Camp Dragonhead. Go of our own, sleeping on the duty. By the Fury. Had you reached them even a moment later, this day would have been much darker. It pains me to say it. Those two will be punished as befits the magnitude of their negligence. If I may. I don't believe the blame rests entirely on their shoulders. The Cradle of the Sleepless was used against him, I'm certain.
Ah, yes. You said it possessed the power to lull others into a deep sleep. I admit that would explain these exceptional circumstances. Regardless, he was still besetted by their enemy, and their charge was almost killed as a result. Punishment is the only recourse.
I see. A harsh stance, maybe, but I can respect that you don't treat your duty lightly. Well, if you learn anything else of Leofine's plots, please let us know at once. Even though we didn't find her, I'm glad we were able to save those soldiers. Thank you for coming to us.
Nay, it's the Temple Knights who owe you thanks. We shall continue our search. Rest assured you will be the first to know of any developments.
Chris, there's more I would tell you about the cradle. Things I should have told you sooner. Join me over there and I'll do my best to fix that mistake. Alright, care to explain to us what's going on? Now you've seen with your own eyes that what I've only been able to describe. The Narwhal's lullaby can put even hardened warriors into a restful slumber. They may as well be defenseless as a newborn babe. But even with such power, my people have never used it to attack our enemies. Its sole purpose has always been to keep a single person awake. An eternal guardian who would never sleep, never rest. The wide eye. Me. For 10 years I've been awake, training day and night to gain the strength I have now. The strength to shield my people. Of course, another must receive the weariness I cast aside. The shut eye. You've met her, in fact. Loa Zenwnikwe. As I've been awake these 10 years, she spent the better part of her days in a deep slumber. Her brief periods of wakefulness are spent exercising and eating so her body doesn't waste away. And so we've barely spoken, despite how much I depend on her. When we were young, we'd spend our days exploring the mountain paths, but that time is long past. Telling you all this now, I realize how very little of my life has been dedicated to my own pursuits. Loa Zenwnikwe and I have both dedicated ourselves entirely to the protection of our village. How did Leofine steal the artifact from such an accomplished warrior? Well, about that. No. I've no excuse. It was my fault it was stolen, and I'll bear that burden. A protector must take responsibility for his charges. But we don't have the luxury to dwell on regrets. I see now that although my people never used the cradle for ill, wicked hearts can twist anything toward evil. And that's something I can't tolerate. The very thought that this might happen again makes the bile churn in my gullet. We must bring Leofine's schemes to an end. Alright, the next quest will be the level 94 quest, Between Sleep and Death. But for now, we'll take a quick break. If you're watching on Twitch, stay tuned. If you're watching on YouTube, here are the links provided. See you in a bit.